Hey everyone, what's going on? So yesterday Razer released a new update, 1.5.6.1, and a few little things with the trees and the water we spoke about last time. But one thing it does add is the new tire model, or an update to the tire model for the 2024 Brazilian stock cars and the Formula Ultimate Gen 2. Now, I don't drive the Formula cars at all, basically, so I'm not really looking at those particularly, but I have driven the stock cars quite a bit in the past, so I feel like I've got quite a reference to how they used to handle to try and spot some of the nuances with the new model. So I've got a comparison lap between the new model 2024 and the previous gen 2023, which is running the old model. It's not a new model, it's this hysteresis that they've added with the tires, and they've, again, it's more tweaks and improvements. So we're going to look at the two laps and kind of discuss if there's any noticeable changes, what you feel, how it reacts, and if we're going to be looking forward to this being rolled out to every car in 1.6. So I've gone back and forth between the two cars a couple of times, tried some different circuits, and just to make sure I'm not kind of feeling something that isn't there. I will say I think it's very subtle, the difference, but I do think in the new model there is just a little bit more bite and a little bit more urgency from the front end, especially in change of direction. It just seems that it bites to the racetrack a little more. You can make that change of direction, and kind of your steering inputs just seem to affect the front end, especially a little more than it does in the old model. There is also a little bit of more kind of granularity coming through from the track surface. I don't know if that, I was like, not sure if I was making that up or not, but it just seemed like there is a little bit more detail coming through in places. But it's mostly through this section here, this change of direction, this new car just seems a little bit more urgent. And that left, it hooks up and bites really nicely. And then through this right-hander coming onto the banking, I could place the car nearer the wall instead of just sort of ending up there. So it's very subtle, but there just seems to be a little bit more bite from the front. The rear seems okay. It's slightly more stable, but these things don't have traction control, so it's very difficult to really tell about the rear. But I think, again, very subtle, but this will get rolled out for all the cars in 1.6, and yeah, I think it's a good improvement.